This week, we're talking about the importance of Firpo. Many fans are saying he's terribly underestimated, but he was effing excellent against Cardiff. Welcome back to Where Whites Walk. 20 minutes of Leeds chat as we start to look back to the absolute thrashing of the Bluebirds. We're reviewing Cardiff. We're looking at the February fixtures for Leeds United, awarding the best player of the month in January, and we're completing our worst ever Leeds 11 with the worst ever midfielders that we have seen play for the club. We've got Jacob back with us. You can help us out massively this week by dropping now into the comments who is the worst midfielder you've ever seen play for the Whites. Let's have a chat to Jacob then about the latest Leeds game. All games reviewed in 20 minutes. And if you fancy yourself coming on and having a chat to us, then we're looking for Leeds reviewers to join Jacob. Email is admin@theterracetalk.com if you fancy yourself being a game reviewer. Jacob, let's start. Which goal was your favourite of the 7 that you put past Cardiff?
God, I'm trying to remember what they're all like now. It's so many like good team moves. It's just excellent play all round. Probably I'm going to say Matteo Joseph, purely because I was very happy that he got on the score sheet and it came from a junior Firpo cross. So yeah, that was perfect. Absolutely. So I will say Matteo Joseph. But all 7 were brilliant, and the performance overall was just it was a long time coming. It was a long time coming. It was bound to happen. We were gonna put 4 or 5, or like we did yesterday, 7 past somebody. So really
you actually have said on here, haven't you, in the past that you are going to batter someone one day. Was it the case that Cardiff were that bad, or did everything just click for you for just this once?
It was just one of those games where everything clicked and we were ruthless this time. We took our chances. Like Joel Pirro had one of his best games in the league shirt yesterday, if not his best. Just everybody was on it. Like everybody looked up for it. Like I just said, ruthless. It wasn't like 3-0 and then stop and sit back. It was keep going. But obviously Cardiff. Cardiff were on quite a good run of form as well.
Unbeaten in 8 before.
Normally at Allen Road they can salvage a point, or they had that comeback in 2020 where we were 3-0 up and they drew it 3-3. So just so pleased with the way it went.
Let's have a look at some social media takes from fans. Jonesy said, "I'm absolutely loving it. This squad is very special in this league. My only mild irritation is that we didn't get 8 to beat our record even further back." Jamie says someone sprayed an entire bottle of Premier League scented Febreze. Actually, reeks of it. I like that, Jamie. I didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me, that one. Let's talk about Firpo then, shall we? He gets. Does he get the praise which he deserves? Because he is a quality player on his day. But why is he split the fan base so much?
I think it was just the initial signing, obviously, coming in from Barcelona, everybody's expecting him to be the best player in the team alongside Rafinha at the time. And obviously he didn't live up to expectation. But ever since, he's sort of got more used to the team and the style of play. And obviously, it helps some players dropping down into the Championship. He's just become a whole different player. And going forward, he's brilliant. Still a little rusty at defending. But going forward, he's probably the best attacking fullback in the league, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, do you think defensively he's all there? I mean, from an attacking point of view, I think we'd agree with you. Defensively, is he the best in his position in the league?
Nah, definitely not. That's an area that he definitely could improve on. Sometimes he's sort of playing it out from the back. He looks a little nervous, and sometimes in challenges he'll be a little clumsy. But that didn't matter yesterday with his 3 assists that he got, and obviously he kept a clean sheet. So it was great to see him back.
Yeah, absolutely. Quality player. Let's have a look at this. Some more tweets. John says, the thing is, even after this win, our fans will still demand that to get promoted, we need to sign a number 1, a 3, a 5, a 10, a 9, all before the window closes. We also need to sack Farker too. The Farker out brigade have gone a bit quiet, haven't they, Jacob, recently?
Yeah, they have. It's always the way. You lose one game and people will panic, but he's shown it with Norwich before how to get out of this league. Last season was incredibly unlucky, and it just it didn't go the way that we all hoped and expected, really. But we just got to stick by him, by the team. They're absolutely flying now. So just keep it up. But we've got a real tough run coming up with Coventry and Sheffield United and Sunderland back to back. So be difficult.
We'll have a look at that in 1 second. Before we get to that, last week we talked about do we need a new number 10? And many of the fans in the comments saying no, this is all clickbaity stuff, which it wasn't obviously intended to be, because we just reflect what fans are saying. How's Aronson done for you since we last spoke? As you think? I mean, it's hard to tell, obviously, against such a poor Cardiff side. But is there any chance you might squeak a deal over the line for a 10 in this window this week?
I don't know. I mean, he's obviously been brilliant. He got on the score sheet yesterday, and the thing with me. I'm just a bit worried about fitness wise. He started so many games in that position, so it could be a case of a backup. But if the team are playing well and it's working with that front four, I don't see why we shouldn't change it. I know he does get some criticism for maybe his his strength and like his passing ability. Sometimes he's a little weak on the ball, but if he's scoring goals and providing for the team, then we've got to keep him in there, and rightfully so. He's come back and he's proved himself.
Okay. Don't forget, drop us a subscribe if you can. Do. It'd be great to get to 100 subscribers by the end of this month. That would be absolutely amazing. FA Cup weekend then, Jacob. Millwall are in form a bit at the moment. They've certainly picked up a little bit, and of course they beat you back in November, back in the den. Could you care? I mean, do you care about the cup? I know you care about every game and winning every game, but really, deep down, the Leeds fans wouldn't mind so much if you just exited this cup as soon as possible.
I suppose, but for me, it's kind of like the wanting to see if we got through who it could be in the next round. Could pull a City away or something like that. So you never know. It's just kind of obviously one of those where it's FA Cup weekend, but we're not playing a Premier League team or a League Two team. We're playing a team that we've played before in our league. So I guess that takes the excitement away from it. But another good game to hopefully keep this run going. This winning run, and good chance for more squad rotation, and at home as well. So hopefully it should see us through to the next round.
Yeah. Are there any players that you want to see start against Millwall that you perhaps haven't seen enough of yet?
100% Gnonto, Ramazani, Matteo Joseph as well. Isaac Schmidt had a really good game against Harrogate, so I'd like to see him. Darlow as well, just give Darlow a game. I know Mellier's been obviously he's improved recently. He hasn't had much to do, to be fair.
What are you doing? Don't say that.
Oh he hasn't had much to do, to be fair. But we'll give him credit where credit's due. He's kept a few clean sheets. So, but yeah, just key to rotate us a bit and save. Priority for everybody is definitely getting back to the Premier League.
All right. In a second, we'll talk about the worst ever midfielders. Don't forget, drop us a comment below. Help us out with that. Let's have a look at the how this month then lines up for you. It's a busy old month, isn't it? Obviously, we're recording this before the Coventry game, so we don't know exactly how that has gone. It's just a bit of a rumbustious affair. The Coventry game last year. There's lots of tackles going on. Just seeing that going the same way. They seem to have a bit of an issue with you, Coventry.
Yeah, they've been obviously since Frank Lampard's come in. They've actually been doing quite well, and that's an added extra spice to that fixture with obviously the Leeds derby history with Frank Lampard. So, I do look forward to watching that, and it's a tough place to go, Coventry. So we'll have to see. But to be fair, like if we can get through this month with at least 9-10 points, I fear it could be that Coventry game where we would drop any points.
Yeah.
That's more than good enough. Obviously, if Burnley are scraping draws every week, and obviously if that Sheffield United game is massive, absolutely massive. So it'll be it's such a really, really important month, February.
Yeah, that Cardiff game was your last Saturday kickoff as well. The rest of the fixtures in the whole of February, as you can see, are pretty much nearly all on TV. Does Does that bother you as a Leeds fan, or do you just have to put up with that now? Because obviously Leeds are the team which, are at the top of the table, and like you said, we've got 2 massive games on a Monday night coming up: Sunderland and the Blades to follow.
I mean, it is always the way with TV and Sky, I guess, when you're the leaders, or fighting for playoffs and promotion, that you're going to be on TV. But I don't think it'll bother us. I just think we've got to just keep this run going and see where it takes us. But those 2 Monday games are so crucial.
Yeah, especially when you look at Burnley's corresponding fixtures as well, and Burnley have got a comparatively very, very straightforward month. I mean, Watford away is not going to be easy either, is it? Yeah, good that you're in good form. January Player of the Month will be announced shortly. I'm sure it has been by the club, but we're asking on this channel who's the unsung Player of the Month. Who has not got the flowers that you think deserves it? Sir Jacob, who do you think this month deserves that accolade?
Jayden Bogle.
Okay.
I think Jayden Bogle goes very under the radar. He pops up with a goal here and there. Obviously, he's brilliant going forward, but he's also fantastic, a fantastic defensive right back as well. And yeah, he's just loves to get forward. He got assists for. He didn't get assists for Ramazani. Sorry, he was in the build up for the goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Bogle's just been so consistently good for us.
Okay.
Keeping clean sheets and loves to drive forward. So Jayden Bogle for me.
Okay, no worries. Let us know in the comments whether you think it should be somebody else. And finally, then, we've been putting together the world's worst ever Leeds United 11. It's our last drop into the midfield today, Jacob. I know you've been relying on the comments, so thank you very much if you've been posting those. We've certainly picked up on some of the ones you've been commenting on, but what's the worst midfield you've seen, Jacob?
One definitely sticks out, and that's Weston McKennie, who was absolutely shocking. It's kind of, you think, oh, we're bringing Weston McKennie in, this big name player from Juventus, who scored some great goals and, played at, the highest level in Europe. He comes in, we think, oh, he's going to be great, and he's just awful. Just awful. He didn't look bothered, really.
Yeah.
Had one semi-decent game against Man United at home, and that was it, really. So Weston McKennie definitely goes in there.
Yeah, it goes to show that actually I just only remember that you actually had him in your side at one point.
Oh, I know.
Just goes to show, doesn't it, just how ineffective it was. Yeah. Any more?
Ewan O'Kane, who was part of the going quite far back now, but Ewan O'Kane was just another one. Just didn't look bothered, and was just sort of one of those championship players. Didn't really do anything, didn't really pop up with goals or anything. Vernon Anita was another one that I noted, who we signed from Newcastle. And he was playing quite well for Newcastle. Signed him, but he only made about, I think it was 22 appearances I was reading earlier. Just another one that just didn't live up to expectation.
Good stuff. That's 3. In the comments, can you help us out any more? Did you have a 4th?
No, I genuinely couldn't think of any more. That's the thing. Recently we've actually
you've done all right, haven't you?
Things have actually been quite good, and I couldn't really name Tyler Adams or Adam Forshaw in that midfield because I feel that Adam Forshaw was, whenever he did play, he played quite well, I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you very much, Jacob. Let us know in the comments. We're looking for one more. Then you can help us out with this one. Don't forget to drop us a subscribe whilst you're there as well. Next week we'll pick the worst ever Leeds manager and the captain of this side. So join us for that. We'll also review how the Millwall game has gone and look ahead, of course, to Watford away. Right. Thanks, Jacob. See you in a week's time.